I mean, I wonder whether that even works. If his approval keeps getting worse. Oh, this is real grim. Everyone wants to know what the Republican Gen Z think. Like, that's the thing that's annoying. Like they all just think like the Holocaust didn't happen and that Hitler's based. 18-year-old Hispanic Baptist Republican woman attending college who considers herself very right wing. She didn't vote. Um, 28-year-old white high school graduate, property manager. These are not. Actually, you know what? Never mind. 28 is young. I changed my mind. These are very young individuals. Um, to an extent, like extremely young. Um, 28-year-old white Baptist stay-at-home mom of two, trade school Republican. Here's the real fucking Groiper. Oh, it's literally okay. 20-year-old white Christian landscaper who considers himself very right wing and voted for Trump. Isn't sure about the next election. Close follower of Nick Fuentes. Yeah. And so, literally, yeah. 29-year-old Baptist woman. 25-year-old non-denominational Protestant. 24-year-old white Baptist. Okay. This is. Where do you get your political views from? Spotify podcasts like Tucker Carlson or Rumble with Nick Fuentes. Wait, hold on. I'm going. I can't stream for too long because I have um Christmas related activities. A guy who's been in the political. We get to news. A guy who's been in the political radio space for 40 years. Crom Carmike. Who the fuck is Crom? These are fake people. This is like a fascist. Like someone invented a fascist. What is wrong with this guy? What the fuck? Like this isn't real. Like he's like, is he joking? No. Guest Crom Carmichael and Social Security. Solving the affordability. Insights from Crom Carmichael. These are like esoteric fascists I don't even know of. From YouTubers to TikTok, social media. I don't know who that is. Again, like deep cut influencers. Oh my god, we're so cooked, dude. She's like, is it Dancing with the Stars lady? Is that what it said here? Alex Earl, one of the requests is Braxton Berrios. These are fake people. Fuck you. Recently broke up after dating for 2 years. How do I not know the most known blonde? Is this embarrassing that I don't know who this is? Oh, did she popularize Get Ready With Me videos? Yeah, these are Glupshitos to me. I'm sorry. Podcasters. Alex Clark, Brett Cooper. Um, Alex Clark is another one I don't know. You don't have TikTok? I have TikTok. I famously have TikTok. I don't know who this is. Young Republican lady. Okay. Twitter, Tucker Carlson. This guy's annoying. It's got like the Twitter, X, Instagram, podcast, and Spotify. Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan. Mostly a lot of Christian podcasts. There's so many podcasts out there. My dad fills me in on everything. That's so cool. Okay, let's. How is the country doing currently? Improving. I think there's a major culture shift that has happened. That's the main reason I would say there's improvement. I think the economy has improved as well. That's so cool. It's so cool that like one of the interesting things about the affordability crisis, like there was something I was seeing that like there was no actual one-to-one with like how bad inflation has gotten in an area compared to how bad people say it is. Like it is a very vibe based thing, especially because it's just like most people compare it to how they are doing personally. So it's very easy for this to just become a partisan thing, where like Republicans are like, no, the economy is doing so much better now. This culture shift toward an America first mindset. So yeah, they're still in like there are people who like the only content they consume is like the Brett Cooper podcast, who think that like remember the Cruel Kids table like media piece, like they think that that period of the world when Trump just like started is culturally still the case. It's like actually it's even more than when Trump got it initially. The economy settling. Referring to the economy like settling is such a funny way of saying that. It's yeah, like it's like your stomach after you took a Pepto Bismol because you like too much to drink or something. It's like it's settling. It's actually we could have had a moment here, right here, but we're fine. Financial cost of things is improving. Supply chains are finally starting a little bit back on track, and jobs and stuff like that. I also thought about polarizing just because I mean, if you look at the way people vote on, or the way that the House makes decisions, it's all just become very split down the middle. This is improving partly because of tax incentives. This is like the Nick guy, the Nick Fuentes. Whenever you see the new tax incentives for employees, that's going to bring more money into their pocket. It is funny, like Nick Fuentes is like a secret Buckley out guy. Oh, it's because of COVID. He says it's settling because of COVID. Oh my God. It's cool that this is the world that people live in. No, yeah, right. I see. So what are the odds that a lot of these people just view like the tariff stuff as like it's like fake news and it's like actually fine, and any component in which like the economy's been fucked up recently is just like is a product of like the Biden lockdowns. That's not the Fuentes guy. Oh, okay. Oh, it's this. This is the Fuentes guy. Of course. Okay, that makes much more sense. I feel like people have woken up with Christianity. I feel like that is a big part of people's lives. It was Charlie Kirk. I feel like when he was killed was when people started to actually wake up. My aunt, she was a big non-believer, and then when all that stuff happened, she got encouraged to go to church, and now she's going every Sunday. Imagine believing in God because Charlie Kirk got slimed. That's crazy. I think it's doing worse right now, more than in years past. Just given I'm about to graduate, and it's really hard job market right now. So that's like someone who has to contend with the job market. Oh, here's the Fuentes guy. Oh God. I feel like the country's worsening, and really because of immigration. See, this is a Fuentes guy. I feel like who is in the country makes up the country and dictates what kind of country it's going to be. I don't feel like the Trump admin is doing enough to deport people. I mean, this is like, again, like the opposite of media opinion. I need resources for that, but they're deporting about as many people as Biden and Obama did. They're targeting about 1 million by the end of this term, which is what Obama did. I feel like that's not nearly enough. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's so funny when people like convince themselves like, is Fuentes becoming based? Like that's still why he's breaking with Trump. Which political figure or media personality best represents you? I used to agree a lot with Matt Wolf. I think he's very aggressive, but he's pretty close. I think he's very aggressive with the left wing, and I do think showing hostility to the people on the other side is the wrong thing to do. See, this is interesting. This is another reason why Fuentes is a smarter political operative. It's because he's able to like quote unquote play nice enough that you do get the people on the left who are like the slop the slop Dems, I guess, who are like, ooh, he's saying National Socialism, and he's saying that we shouldn't use tragedies to like that are politically useful to rub it in our enemies' faces or whatever. Charlie Kirk, let's go. We are Charlie Kirk, and that Kennedy guy with the raspy voice. It's Charlie Kirk. This is gonna look so weird to someone in like 5 years that it's like you ask the median Republican young person their politics and they're like, we are Charlie Kirk. Like, could you imagine this gets printed when Charlie Kirk doesn't die like Control F Charlie Kirk. How many times do you think it comes up? Like it's at least once. He still is like an important figure, but it's not. It's not as much as it is now. Joe Rogan's my favorite. Tucker Carlson. Where's the Groiper? I really like Fuentes. I feel like he puts a strong emphasis on social conservatism and Christianity. And America first. Charlie Kirky. Rand Paul is awesome. Being a Rand Paul guy now is awesome. Tucker, Charlie Kirk. Tucker. Who started for Nick Fuentes? Just over half of participants put their hand up. Moderator, what do you think of him? I think it's hilarious. I agree with him on a lot of points. He definitely doesn't care about how it's going to be reacted to, which I respect. But I also think it can be kind of dangerous. I think I read earlier that he's not ever planning on running for political office, which I think is probably a good thing. There's a lot of baggage attached to him. I just think he's funny. This is interesting. Said all black people should be in jail on Piers Morgan, and I was like, oh my god, this guy's kind of a psycho. At its core, I believe a lot of what he says, but I think the delivery is kind of poor. Like I feel that way about Trump, but he's America first. He's not anti helping out other countries, but he's like, we can't be putting our country at risk because of it. These people have such like childish understandings of politics. It is so beautiful. It's so beautiful, the American soft power, to how it was set up. Where it's like, yeah, having
okay.
people.
I'm transgender.
Oh, I had no idea. Do whatever
Adrian,
you want all the time.
Thank you for the 10 gift subs. Thank you so much. We have to see it. Adrian is online. Thank you. The 890 gift subs total. Thank you.
I am gay.
Coordinator as well. Thank you. What was I gonna say? About like they set up the soft power system that's like, well, it's having influence over countries means that you can exert your influence. Like if having them depend on you for things exerts influence over them. You're not getting cucked. But it's like, look, we can help countries. It's just we don't want to put ourselves at risk. It's like, what are we even talking about? What? Atticus, yes, awesome fucking name. I dig him. He knows his market. He's not trying to please everyone. He's definitely going after more of the shock value of some of his stuff. Personally, I think a lot of the time he's just joking. He says a lot of things for shock value. He does collaborations with black people. I think he's very dangerous for our side of things. This is interesting. The right's already been accused of being racist and invalidating women's issues and things like that. Like, what do we even, like, do you understand the movement you're a part of, man? You think Nick Fuentes is the weak link there? Like, Bryce is a lib. He is talking about Sneeko, yes, the collaborations. It's why the left keeps drawing people in, whether it's getting, whether it gets clips or whether people take it seriously or not. The fact that you can make light of it makes it so look bad. I think being too radical pushes away people. You have like the optics. Oh shit, there's a debate. Awesome. We have the 20-year-old Nick Fuentes guy defending his God Emperor's honor. I would just disagree. As far as Fuentes is concerned, I feel like his viewpoints would have been mainstream not that long ago, which is like so awesome. I mean, I guess you're right in the sense that like when is the concept of spousal rape become legally like when were women legally allowed to own to like have a bank account? If you're saying something like most women want to be raped, well, 50 Shades of Grey, I mean, that's a classic right-wing annoying, like, clearly if women have BDSM fantasies, it means that they want to be raped. That's clearly like Sister of the Pot, which is crazy. That's a crazy example to use of like Nick Fuentes being correct. No, yeah, you gotta cover your drink around Andrew. Reminds me of Andrew Tate Republican Party. The Andrew Tate Republican Party? I didn't know that was a party. I didn't know that they were doing that. Addressing a common problem with the solutions are the solutions to go by. So I think a lot of people can relate to what he's saying because he's going, oh, this is the problem. It's brain rot and misinformation. He wants to get married and have babies. Oh, I'm so excited for Andrew's response. I'm Christian, and no offense to any women here, but there's not a ton of good traditional Christian women out there. This is so awesome. The pick-me's. 100%. There's no modesty. Imagine being a pick-me for... There's no modesty. I mean, they're walking out in their bras and fucking underwear. Cover it up. Well, I think modesty is a virtue, but even modesty aside, I think if you look at the heart, you look at the values, people are not heavily leaning towards settling down or finding someone to build a life with. That's so awesome. I love the... It's so embarrassing. Like, don't you feel embarrassed? How's the dating market? This is what I want to know. Yeah, Ashley talking about hoflation. You go on great dates that it ends after like 5 months. No one wants to stick through the uneven phase. This is so revealing. I do find it interesting when people like, there was an extent to which you could talk about the structural problems with dating, but like you can't blame that too much, you know? Because if really the thing you're saying is like, when people get to know me, they leave. Like when they really start to know me, as opposed to the like person that the face that you show to someone when you're meeting them for the first time, then they leave. Like, I mean, you can't just say that's a structural issue. I go to a lot of weddings. That's a good one. Sophie's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. People are getting married. Sounds like a skill issue. I was invited to a wedding last year, and it was too early, so I slept in and skipped it to beast mode. That is so awesome. It's such a good contribution to the discourse. Thank you, Bryce. I'm not into the dating scene, but I do believe it's hard to find someone. Here we go. Yes, Andrew. I want to know what Andrew has to say. I'm most interested in the like 20-year-old griper. I know a lot of guys who are pretty successful, who are in pretty good shape and successful, and they have a hard time finding a good Christian woman. I'm successful. I do pretty well. I make almost 100,000. I'm only 20 years old. So this isn't a top of the mind concern for me. Flexing the not even 6 figures is awesome. I see a lot of tattoos. I don't like that. I see a lot of promiscuity with women, and I don't like that either. What are the odds that Andrew is fucked? I see a lot of feminism too, a lot of bossy women. I look at my mother and I see a very traditional conservative woman, and I don't see that in other women around. Oh, why can't women be more like my mom? Oh, okay. All right, man. Yeah. This is like an American Psycho situation, maybe. What are the women who think about feminism? I hate it. I think true feminism could work. That's cool that the lady who's like, I don't know, I go to plenty of weddings. Should women be able to vote? Yes. But should we be demoralizing ourselves as women? Should we be demoralizing ourselves as women and our true values? That's a great question. I don't know what it means. I used to work, and now I'm a stay-at-home mom, and there was a time where that was really frowned upon. I think that's sad. I think the family culture and values have been diminished. Does anyone think women should not be allowed to vote? Only Andrew raises his hand. That's kind of beast mode of him, honestly. I just feel like women are very emotional, and that politics is a man's discipline. My mother actually believes this. You gotta stop bringing up your mom, man. Oh. I know some other women who believe that. I just feel like I've never really seen a woman who truly understands politics. Yeah, that might be your issue with... Sophie is telling him it's a skill issue. Have you ever thought about the fact that a woman's emotions are a beautiful thing, and they might complement a man? And that, yes, maybe we make different decisions because of emotions. This is so cool, too. And she's like, women are more emotional. But, like... have you considered that that's actually a good thing? Have you considered that, like, the child rearing sex in virtue of our natural feminine, like, actually should be given some sort of insight that raising kid, you know, I think it's a beautiful thing. No, I don't agree with Andrew on this. Wow, what a simp. Women are more emotional, but politics affect them too. I just don't think it aligns with politics. I think politics is a different discipline than what the female mind is designed for. This is fascinating too, because like you see this with anyone who idolizes like a debate guy. Well, I mean, like the lib version of this is like guy who watches a lot of Destiny and thinks that he can do the Destiny like I'm in a room of 10 people and I'm like very quickly like I have a very quick response for everyone that's like prepared or whatever. That like he wants to do the Nick Fuentes thing, but he's like not quite good at it. He doesn't have like the charisma required to do that in a oh, who's next president? I think JD Vance. What? There's this guy, he's a streamer. His name is Papa Gut. That's an insane fucking poll, bro. Is that the guy I think? That's so awesome. I'm a Papa Gut Republican. It's this guy. I'm a Papa Gut Republican. Yeah, me too. I'm JD Vance. Yeah, because like people are like they don't actually even now they don't even like JD Vance. Like everyone knows that that's not really going to be the. Someone said Victor Max. Like you have to say someone who could actually be the president. Like you have to. Yeah, Papa God. I thought he was like a lib, right? Most people are. Like you can't like if someone was like Hassan Piker, it'd be like, well, fuck off. Like that's not JD Vance. This guy's beast actually. Michelle Obama. That's such a beast. I voted Donald Trump last time. I'm not voting based on the party issue. It's crazy how much like Michelle Obama could win against JD Vance in like states that we haven't even heard of yet. Like she's winning in like Hyperborea. She's winning in Agartha. Donald Trump, run it back. FDR did 4 terms. Beast mode, let's go. Donald Trump for 4 terms, bro. He needs to be 95 as the president. Steve Bannon. Yeah, I guess that is your answer if you're like a Fuentes guy. Because you're like, who's actually with the fascist program? It's kind of sad though. We gotta bring back Brandon, more Joe Biden. Vance. DeSantis is so cugged. Bloomberg, that's so beast. Spencer Cox. Who are you, Spencer Cox? Oh, the Utah governor. Like, is that just like you just heard him in the news? You're like, I like how he responded to the Charlie Kirk thing. Do you own any stocks? Just over half of participants. Why not have any stocks? I don't because I have a trust fund. That's. Oh, he's dad. Yeah. Isn't that just stock? Like, I don't know in stocks. I would like surely you have those are stocks. Yeah, I'm not insane. People are so fucking stupid. I don't. I just have a 401k. I just a 401k. If that counts, it does. That's a stock. Never had the interest or the knowledge. It's not the path I'm on right now. My husband gets stocks offered through his work. I'm sure he's at a fucking startup. Fuentes Cruz's actual best pick is Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yeah, that is ironic. That she's yeah. Although she's done, isn't she? She's leaving politics now. I just stock trading. I don't have any money for the market. Yeah, bro lost all his fucking money on GameStop. 401k. Be better off economically than your parents. Majority raise a hand to indicate they will be better off economically. That's fascinating. Make more money than my parents did at this age, and my parents already had 2 houses. With the interest rates where they are, currently my mortgage would eat up almost half my income. Like buying a house today, the cost of living. I don't think we'll be able to afford the same thing that our parents. Wait, am I reading this question wrong? You will be better off economically. They will be better off. I'm surprised about that. Is that like cope? Got a little earlier start than my parents did. My dad, he didn't really start making grown-up money until he was in his late 20s or 30s. I'll be able to buy a house in about a year and a half. Are you looking to buy a house? I'm working and setting myself up to buy. I'd like to live in Franklin. Obviously, I can't afford anywhere like that. And I have an uncle in the real estate market right now. And he's just saying, especially with the recent shutdown, things have been tough. What is broken in the American economy? Healthcare. I've got kids. I agree with that. Oh, this is more conversation. I have kids. I can't pay that. I can't pay for insurance. I have an insurance. See, this is like the it's crazy that the Dems dropped M4A. It's such an easy issue. Like, if you make the election about that, I don't think that guy Luigi Mangione went about it the right way. I can see it's so frustrating they squandered that moment. Bosk, thank you for the prime. Like, what was the Luigi approval rating when he did that? Like, it was surprisingly high. I thought it was really disgusting how a lot of people on the left celebrated that, like they did with Charlie Kirk. That's so funny. It's so funny the Fuentes guys, like, they've like looped back around. They become so right wing that they become like moderates now. Capitalism as a system as a whole is significantly better than other economic systems. For example, socialism. So this person is polarized into believing that like socialized healthcare is socialism. Okay, to take a life or use political violence. No. I really try to lean away from the death penalty. As a Christian, thou shalt not kill. It's like a Fuentes. Here we go. What do we think of Adolf Hitler? I think he was a great leader, to be honest. I think what he was going for was terrible, but I think he showed up for very strong leadership values. We're so good, like, America is just a fascist country. I'm in favor of a strong executive. I think we should have a stronger executive branch. I don't think we should be killing people or doing mass genocide, obviously. I mean, is that obvious if you're a Fuentes guy? One of the biggest problems Trump is running to right now is all these little courts. They want to throw up little blockages against everything. It's so funny, these people, like, Adorno has this concept of a pseudo-conservative, where it's like, they think that they are conservative, but like, what they actually want is something that was never, they're not making reference to older existing institutions. Like, you hate America. You hate the American system. You're like, these three branches of government is fucking stupid. There needs to be a single branch of government, and it is the God Emperor. Like, that's not conservatism. You're not conserving anything. I support national sovereignty. He was a nationalist. He was like, we have to take Germany back for Germans. And I feel like we should do that in America. For our native population. And what is America's... I myself am actually Jewish ancestrally. I'm Christian by faith, but Jewish by blood. I've actually read Mein Kampf. I saw this. I saw a screenshot of this where it was just, I've actually read. And it's like, you'll never guess which book he was talking about. And it was like, Mein Kampf is the easiest guess there, ever. The conclusions that he came to, absolutely abominable, but I strangely understood what he was coming from. That's so fucking stupid. Mein Kampf, imagine being tricked by, it's like losing to a dog at chess. Because, like, no one liked, even the high, like, ranking Nazi officials did not like Mein Kampf. It's a shitty fucking book. It's poorly written. He made all those people suffer, and I want to do ungodly things to people who do things like that. What do you think of Jewish people? They've got Hollywood on lock. Don't they own, like, a ton of the media? No different than black people, Asian people, any other people today. This guy's woke. Bryce is, I would say, a force for evil. I don't see why we support Israel. Let me clarify that, Andrew. You think Jewish people are a force for evil? Yes, sir. It doesn't bother me if it's true. Those slurs, if you're racist or whatever, that just rolls out my back. This is my country. My people have been here since the American Revolution. What are the odds that this guy is like Italian? Do you know what I mean? You know, like, what are the odds that like, you're not, there's no way that you're like WASP. Every single time. Yeah, he's like Romanian. My boyfriend and I were just discussing between Judaism and Christianity. We were looking at biblical terms. The only difference is they don't believe in the New Testament. I think for me, any classification of a whole group of people, I just don't think you can say the entire group is bad. My husband is Jewish. It's so crazy. Like, how do you feel that you're in a room with someone who's literally like, your husband is a force for evil? I hear pro-Israel content all the time from certain pastors, and it makes me question them. That's fascinating. I'm sure that's like a really big division, even like for young conservatives. Um, Bryce is part. Yes, though this guy's Jewish. Yes, he said he was Jewish by blood, but that he's like converted to Christianity. I definitely think genocide is bad. It's crazy that like think about where we've gotten now that like the young Republicans are saying the G word on this. I see the pros in having a relationship with Israel. How do we know that the entire thing, number from Gaza, is being accurately represented to us? Is he saying, oh, I see, he's saying that the number is lower than it is. I want to see Bryce's opinion. It's one thing to declare war on terrorists. I tend to avoid topics on Israel. My feelings are so conflicted. This is the most I've thought I've given to a subject. I wish the genocide never even started. I feel conflicted on the subject from a biblical standpoint. I don't think we should, because he wants I don't think we should have anything to do with putting weapons in Israel. Yeah, no. It's crazy how created that, like, I don't think that either Dem or Republican institutions are ready for. This is like the weird evangelical thing of like the Jews have to be in Jerusalem. I personally don't mind if the U.S. has a relationship with Israel. That's let's. What do you think about the one Ukraine scam? Over-involved, calculated, over-involved. I don't really care. Legal immigrants should be deported. 20 of the 30, 13 of the 20 said they agreed. 7 did not. I personally need someone to explain immigration problems to me. I've never had any problem with immigration, period. I think most of Europe can fit in Texas, so I don't understand why it's such a big issue. People are so fascinating. Some people are coming over here and they are truly seeking refuge and they are trying their best. Other people are coming over to traffic. Are some groups better at assimilation than others? I saw a recent tweet about like, this was why I was reading off my Wikipedia articles and one of them was like the haplo group. Because someone was saying like, there was a map of haplogroup stuff and it was like, anyone who's in the like Western Europe or Central one, I can't remember what it's called. Like they can be assimilated, but if you're like out of that, it's completely cooked. And then like one of them is like the Balkan one isn't. Is it I1 and I2 haplogroups? Which I do love the implication because haplogroup is your father, right? I do like the implication that I am completely unassimilatable. I'm just cooked. I don't wanna. Muslim and Arab Americans. Trouble classifying a Muslim or a certain race group is a problem. Completely different culture is different. All immigration should be stopped completely. Only Andrew put his hand up. The legal immigration, in my opinion, is a bigger issue than the illegal immigration. Coming over, these are the ones who are shaping society. We're a Christian nation. They're Hindu. I also don't have I don't have a problem as long as it's legal. H-1B visas. I think we should get rid of them. I'm sure he's very polarized on the issue. Abortion. This is a topic I want to say under no circumstances should be legal, but you get into topics of ectopic pregnancies. This is the thing that's so annoying, or it's so insane to me. It's like the Catholicism has a rule where if there's an ectopic pregnancy, it's fine to do an abortion. If you're saving the mother, it's fine. What is that? There's a specific theological term for that, where it's like, yeah, if you're killing the baby to save the mother, which in this case the concept is, you know, it's a murder because it's the double effect. Is that the one? I think. I don't support anything late term or anything like that. Being a woman, putting myself in that position would be extremely difficult, so I could agree with that. But say a girl's raped and she got pregnant, she should be able to abort that baby. I'm adopted, so yeah. Okay, well, if you're adopted, I guess we shouldn't. Ectopic pregnancies shouldn't be. There's so many families that want to have a freaking baby and would do anything to have it. I mean, I guess if you're adopted, Lauren, I guess that women should be forced to carry a rape baby to term. Let's see.
Most people in the West, in free countries like America, seem to think that what we have is the natural order of things. We behave like fish in water. We just don't realize this is what we're swimming in. But it's actually very unusual what we have. And one of the lines I try to draw in this book is...
It's just Islam, like Bill Maher's Islamophobia.
Democracies, the liberal democracies...
I see. I'm good. Oh, here we go.
If you actually want to bring down prices, if you actually want affordability, we know the things that make affordability happen here. They are free markets, deregulation, free trade, comparative advantage. That's what brings prices down. Some people are going to do a lot better than others. Some people...
Ben Shapiro is so funny. Like, you can really tell for all of this, he's like he wants to be a prominent Republican, but like he's never wanted to be a Trump guy. You can tell he wants to be like a budget hawk conservative.
People will be victims of creative.
Like he's just so cooked. I feel like we've been trying all that stuff since World War II. Biden was doing that with free trade. We lost all of our manufacturing. Biden governed better than that. I think Joe Biden is preferable to Ben Shapiro. I think AOC is preferable to Ben Shapiro. What do you think society thinks of gun conservatives? We're very cold people. I don't think we should be dangerous in the sense of violence, but I think we should be dangerous in that we have to take power in other ways. We do not need to be dangerous in a sense of we have to make the elites listen to us. We do need to be dangerous. So not violence, but anything other than that. Well, I mean, that leaves a lot, doesn't it? The representation of like young people is either you're a groiper or you're a Christian nationalist. Groiper is a funny term. Anyway, we're cooked. It's over. Americans are fascists. All of those people would be very happy to do fascism. They would love it. Okay, I gotta go. I have a family thingy. We're doing our Slava. It's a Serbian thing. It's a Serbian thing. You wouldn't get it. Join the Discord. I'll think you want to go live. I'll be off for the week for Christmas. But we'll be live. Srečna Slava. I cannot pronounce it, embarrassingly. Live in a week. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday usually. We'll be back next Sunday. Let's get the Internet Sasha raid. Go, very funny streamer. Deserves more viewers. Gonna get Christmases and everything. My favorite, there was a Jokic thing where it was like right before Christmas, and then someone was interviewing him and before we go, and he's like, oh, you know, what are you gonna do for Christmas? And he's like, it's not my Christmas, brother, because it's like it's the Julian calendar, so you celebrate Christmas differently. And he's like, oh, sorry, happy holidays, because he thought like Jokic is like, brother, I celebrate Kwanzaa or something. Which I think is very funny. Anyway, I'll see you later.